Hey, there's an unknown fact. Clouds are heavy. I don't know if you all know this, but clouds, like real clouds up in the sky, they're actually heavy. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker, right? So we see sometimes on a nice day, we see those huge cumulonimbus clouds up in the sky. And I remember being younger, like looking at those clouds and thinking like, man, I wish I could just jump on those clouds and bounce around. Or I would even think like if I was on an airplane and I would look at those clouds and, they would be beneath me when we're high up in the air. And I would see those soft clouds. I mean, they just look like big cotton balls, just something nice and soft. Like I could just envision myself jumping out the airplane and just like gliding and just bouncing on the clouds. So they look light and fluffy and, just so soft and gentle. But clouds are really heavy. Those same cumulonimbus clouds that we see up in the sky, they could weigh upwards of 1,000,000 pounds. I gotta say that again. Those soft cumulonimbus clouds we see up in the sky on a nice, beautiful day, they could weigh upwards of 1,000,000 pounds. And I want us to think about that in regards to ourselves. Sometimes we don't even see ourselves as that strong force, that could produce something. We just kind of take what we have, our skill sets or just our abilities. We just kind of take it light. And there's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to be arrogant, but we could definitely have confidence. And sometimes we don't even realize what we have is a gift or a skill because it comes naturally to us. Just think about it. What is something that you always get complimented on, or somebody may ask, like, how did you do that? And you don't even think much of it because it's almost second nature to you. So it's almost like our abilities are like those clouds. Because we're accustomed to having them, they're natural to us. We see them as being light and fluffy, not realizing that those clouds could weigh upwards of 1,000,000 pounds, meaning they have way more of an impact and a capacity than we really give it credit to. So what I want us to do today is just appreciate yourself. Go ahead and give yourself a hug, give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself that, whatever you want to do. I want you to just appreciate yourself. Her name was Kristen Tilberg. She says, you do it so no one else has to. So appreciate yourself. You do it so no one else has to, and just looking at how can we really value and appreciate ourselves. Just to go through a few things. The first one is life is a gift. Think about that. Life is a gift and you have it. That is enough right there within itself. Life is a gift and you have it. Appreciate yourself. Also, consider the source when you receive criticism. Really look at the source. Sometimes, critics aren't even able to accomplish a fraction of what you're able to do. Have you ever seen like a gymnast and they'll run and they'll do like a triple backflip, double twist, gainer, brainer? They'll do something crazy. And there's always somebody in the comment section, oh, they didn't stick their form or they didn't do that. I'm like, can you do a cartwheel? Can you even roll down a hill? So we got to consider the source because most of the time your critics can't even do a fraction, a portion of what you could do. Also, take the time to remember all that you've accomplished. We have gone through our worst days. I'm not saying that those days are gone. I'm not saying that those harsh days don't have an impact on us. I'm simply saying that we've gone through our worst days and we're still here. So appreciate yourself and your ability, your perseverance, okay? Reward yourself for your efforts. It's good to work. It's good to, as I always continue to encourage us, even myself, with the rise and grind. Today is day 402. I've been running a mile every single day. It's not necessarily my goal to do this forever, but even today I was in the gym for 2 hours. I was getting it in. I may not be in there tomorrow for 2 hours. I might just do my 1 mile. Reward yourself. It doesn't always have to be continual, just throwing blows. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be continuing trudging through the marshes. You know, sometimes just chill. Just do nothing. Reward yourself for all the efforts that you put forth. You know, reward your efforts. You know, remember all you've accomplished. Stop harshly judging yourself. We are our worst critics. We are. I know I mentioned some of our just critics in life, but sometimes we are our worst critics. We could do something phenomenal and we will think it's just trash. I want us to stop judging ourselves so harshly. And lastly, let yourself receive appreciation from others. Let yourself receive that. You know, once again, we don't have to be arrogant. We can have confidence in ourselves. And many times, and I'm even that person too, like somebody will appreciate or share, share their gratitude or give you credit for doing something. And we, oh no, don't worry about it. Oh, it's no big, we always want to deflect it. Yo, I want us to take the time, just receive it. Receive that appreciation, especially that everyone isn't always willing to give it. So I want us to receive that appreciation from others. You deserve it. Appreciate yourself more. I do know that clouds are heavy. Don't take ourselves for granted. Don't think we're light and fluffy. No, we still could bring that storm or we could bring that wind or whatever's needed because clouds are heavy. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. Y'all have an amazing day.